So your phone is one of the most powerful tools that we have right now. And this is something that a lot of people really struggle to get their heads around. Your mom with those tiny little things in the back, like the I can't read them either. I've got to get the readers on and everything like that. I just turned 54 and I'm like, Jesus, it's only getting worse. But I can, so here's what I can do is I have on my phone, I have the Google bar, search bar,
Mhm.
and there's on the very far right, there's a little square with a dot in the middle of it, and that's reverse Google search. And
Oh,
what, and what reverse Google
okay.
search is, yeah, you pull up and you run the camera and you snap a picture of whatever it is you're looking at. And then again, then as soon as you snap the picture, it opens up a bar and you ask the AI whatever it is that you want to ask the AI about that thing you just snapped a picture of.
Okay. So I could actually upload all my medication stuff and ask it questions like, what is the interaction between these? What are the side effects? And
If you,
then,
I'm
oh, so
I'm
my
not gonna,
doctor's not going to like me when I go to see her,
yeah. So what,
because I'm going
here's
to have a lot of questions.
here's the thing that we have to, because we're recording this and because this is for a class, we have to have this conversation.
Okay.
Your grandmother's information is your grandmother's information or your mom's information. Sorry, any family member. It doesn't matter if you've got access to them. What matters is you need to make sure that you've got their consent, potentially a power of attorney. I am not a lawyer. I'm not going to give legal advice in this situation. But that all being said, yes, that's the point, is that if you've got source material and the AI can now have access to that source material, which again opens up an entire kettle of worms about what do you want to make available to AI. So this gets into very deep conversations. Yes, we can do it. The question is, should we do it? In what way should we do it? And basically, what security and what control should we put in place to ensure that our medical information is not used as training data? Or if it is, that we're okay with it, basically. It's never an easy conversation, but it is important to understand that, yeah, we like if your mom is looking at a bottle and she's like, I don't know what this means, that's not a problem anymore. That's the key. And if you've got interactions and if you've got coordination and control, and you're the person in your family that is responsible for that, then that also means that you can, I mean, your AI can build you a spreadsheet now. Like
Yes.
just ask it, hey, would you please build me a spreadsheet, put in the programming, make sure the calculations and the math works. Here's the algebra, do the whatever. Like your AI will do that. And now it's directly like in Anthropic, it's directly linked as a skill through MCP. So it's not even an API call. It's not even like manipulating stuff through your browser. It's just working with your tools.
Yes. So what I discovered was, and I actually did that with my home budgeting.
Hmm.
Um, since I have a Google Workspace account, Google Workspace does not share my information publicly or as a training tool.
Right.
However, you still have to redact your personal information,
Yeah.
right? So I uploaded everything that I need to manage um, because I want to start investing, but I don't want my broker to do the investing for me. I want to learn it for myself. So I created this whole spreadsheet. And because I created it in Google Workspace, it's not public information. And of course, I've been smart enough to redact my personal information. But
Mhm.
it did give me a whole formula of how to budget myself. And what it actually did, and this is what impressed me, Shannon, was it actually gave me a list of subscriptions. And believe it or not, there were 10 on there that I didn't even remember that I was paying for.
Yeah.
Now that I've canceled them, that money, instead of going to the subscriptions, is now going into my investments.
Yep.
So right there, it was able to save me like hours of work that I would have had to go through each of my credit card statements and bank statements and to identify where am I leaking the money. It was able to do that in a matter of minutes because I gave it the right information. And
Yeah.
again, I cannot stress this enough. Redacting my personal information was the biggest thing. This is how it happened. A few weeks ago, I reached out to somebody I had a relationship with, like a good friendly relationship with over 54 years ago. And when I was sorting stuff out by mistake, I also used I used my phone number in there. And because I was using Google, it came back and it told me, hey, you did this. Don't ever do it on any other AI platform because we do not use your information publicly. You're okay here, but anywhere else, even a small information like your location or your phone number, don't use any of that stuff on there. So I was like, oh, thank you for watching out for me because I wouldn't have thought of that. It was so natural for me to share that information. I did not think of it as, oh my God, I just gave it to the entire universe.
Mhm.
You know, I've had that joke that we've had, I just put your phone number in the toilet kind of thing, right? People write phone numbers on the wall. That whole scenario went through my mind that, oh my God, I literally did that.
Oh my God, it would be amazing if we all had our own 867 number song.
But you know what I mean? It scared
Racha,
the crap out
Racha,
of
who
me.
can I turn to? Oh, sorry.
It scared the crap out of me. But I realized that Google protects me that way while ChatGPT would not have, right?
I, I think I think that I think that making any sort of assumption in that direction with a company that has private terms of service that can change at any time
Yeah.
um, is unwise. Uh, Having faith in any company to protect you just by just by default makes me nervous.
No,
Which is why
I totally get what you're saying, but what I'm trying to say is human nature is like you get so friendly with interacting with AI that you do not think of the information you should be withholding,
right.
right? And the fact that it turned around and it reminded me, do not share this information with me. I don't need to know it. Was like, oh, great, because it reminded me I would not have reminded myself that.
Yep.
So
A
personal
lot of people talk
information,
about I will say a lot of people will talk about this exact conversation as kind of one of the main conversations that's happening around the world. And
yeah,
the consensus really is that we need to start moving towards having layers of AI. And
we
this is getting a lot
do.
deeper than I wanted to get into in this conversation, so I'll just really briefly touch at it. But it's very possible to put a localized AI that's free and open source, and all of the code belongs to you, and you just downloaded it, and now it's your AI on your phone or
No,
on
so
your laptop. It's
the
just
reason
local,
why I shared with you in particular, Shannon, is there are lots of people that are my mom's age,
right?
right? Who do not think about protecting their information because they have not lived through that, where they've had to do it. So if they were snapping pictures on their smartphone about their prescription and stuff, their
Mhm.
whole prescription information, like their membership number and stuff, is on there.
Yeah, and
Um,
we've been doing it for decades, which is why the training happened in the first place.
exactly. So,
Isn't new. It's not new. The fact that AI came around 2 years ago doesn't change the fact that this information's been available and been out there for hackers and others forever.
but now it's getting even worse because of all the scams that are out there, and they are so real. They
Yeah.
look like they're the actual thing. And actually, yeah, over Christmas, I was one of those people that somebody had reached out to. The only thing I knew was that the organization that they said was reaching out to me never does it through text. They will call me for verification. That was the only way I was able to catch that it was a scam, and I was able to do something about it. But older people who are dealing with health issues and stuff don't have that knowledge, and they're the ones that get scammed the most. So this is just something that I like because I tell my mom, I want other parents, moms, dads, uncles, aunts, whoever is out there, that when you are sharing your information and you're asking an AI to give you feedback, just make sure you're redacting your personal information. Your
Yes.
information such as your phone number, your account numbers, your social security number, never put it out there, not even the last 4 digits. Don't just make sure that you're taking away everything that is personal and just staying with the content. Not who the content belongs to, but just the content that needs to be verified. Because that will save you a lot of trouble down the road.